In reading, there are different writing textbook and reading for research. The reading textbook is boring and the reading for research enjoy. For example, newspaper, novel, medicine and so on. When we read the reading medicine novel and newspaper, we never understand whatever we read, but we can memorize because we like what we read and we are interested in the reading. But the reading of science, for example, education, healthy, and so on, we read the situation is different. We should read as detail on the material or the module. Students with us not only read but also memorize in detail the science on the topic. What this work of is useful for the writer. Therefore, students need to know some technique to be successful in reading for textbook. The definition of technique. According to Oxford, technique is a method of doing something that needs skill. And again, the definition according Smith Keating said that reading is a process of developing understanding of a written text. And now the definition of textbook. The textbook is a printed and bound artifact for each year of course of study, including encyclopedia of education. Technique of reading textbook can be defined as method, systematic procedure, or the way, expectation, strategies, process, and develop understanding of a written text that needs a skill and a acquisition of meaning between the text and its reader. So the strategy 1 and this explanation by Ms. Yann.
Okay, thank you. I have to do first, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Just now, Mrs. Lasmini has given the definition. Now I'm going to straight to the point is about the techniques of reading textbook. I have only some tips here in my paper because textbook is maybe it's just kind of boring for students, especially for higher institution students there. They tend to, because textbook with compared to novels or with magazine or something that we like for reading for pleasure, textbook is not the one that we want to read exactly. We read textbook because our lecturer or our teacher need us to read the book. Is that right? Yes. For example, we read instructional technology books, that big books. We read that because our lecturer asked us to read the book. Is that right? So we read textbooks because not a certain hobby, but it's just a must. That's why we need to give you some techniques. For example, the first strategy is determine my ideas of the reading. For me myself, this is really hard for me also to give this strategy because me myself don't have that skills also. So this is tips also for me. Determine my ideas of the reading. Good readers can tell which key points and examples or sentences which support the idea. You know how to give of how to deal with mind idea, because you also teach your students how to deal with this mind idea. Betul tidak? And then strategy 2 is summarize readings. When we end up in one unit, we can summarize directly what the textbook, no, what the materials that we have read. Good readers try to summarize what is read, and poor readers did not try to summarize what is read. Kemudian the next is draw conclusions. What is the relationship of the previous unit that we read with the next unit that we read? That's how we try to draw a conclusion from what is read. What is the relationship? And then the second tip is make questions about what is read. The question can be as follows, like, what topics are covered in the chapter? What exactly the topics? Kemudian, what main ideas discussed in the chapter? And then what examples are presented at the time of the author discuss the topic? So we give like a highlight for the answer to those questions. For example, after reading about the qualitative and quantitative data presentation, we can ask ourselves, so what is meant by qualitative and quantitative data? The next question might be, how many ways to present qualitative data? Give some examples. And the next question is, what is the difference or benefits of each way of presenting the data? If we can answer these questions, means that we already know what we read. And then strategy 5 is monitor our understanding of the reading. Good readers not only know how far they have to understand what he is reading, but also knowing what to do and how to do it. If they do not understand the reading, for example, they noted that part of the matter has not been understood and asked the tutor or friends who know better. If I already finished with one book and then I still don't really understand what it is about at the end of the chapter, I still confused, means that I have to ask the expert of the textbook. So you can ask like, Hopeful, because we have to read big textbook with so many things that we don't understand, so just ask Mr. Hopeful, what is this? What is chap? Like the last one I have, chap, board. What is film strip and so I have to ask Mr. Hopeful directly because I still don't understand after I read the unit. I think those 5 strategies